In today's video, we are going to talk about sales funnels, what they are, what they can mean for your business, and how to create a successful sales funnel that will stand out in your industry in today's market. If you want to start thriving like a tree with your sales funnels, keep on watching. So, what is a sales funnel? It is basically one of many forms of marketing your personal brand, your online business. So with sales funnels, it actually acts just like a funnel, just like the name. So at the top of the funnel, you have the most broad number of people that you encounter on your platform. So these are the people that you bring in from external third-party resources like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, paid ads, Google, all sorts of different ways to bring in these people. But once they're on your site, they go through a process of a funnel. And when this sales funnel is done correctly, it brings in your target potential customers further along in the process to learn to trust you and learn exactly what you can offer for them, because that's why they're on your platform. They want to know what you can do for them. So the very end of the funnel, the very bottom tip, is the smallest level, and that is the number of actual customers that you pull from this larger pool of people that you have brought onto your actual website. So these 5 things are what you need to go to construct a successful and functional sales funnel to then drive sales to your business. So the first step is having a strong landing page. What is a landing page? Essentially, this is the very first impression that your potential customer sees and learns about you. So let's say they found you through an ad that they saw on Facebook. They're coming to your site. They do not know you yet. Maybe you have built up zero rapport minus that one single ad that they saw. So this is your opportunity to truly show them who you are and what this product can do for them. So on this sales page, you should be very clear and concise on exactly what your mission is for this product and why it's going to serve them well. Having multimedia on this page is really important. In other words, having different forms of content like video, text, images, to be very clear on exactly what you offer. It's really important. One thing that I learned starting off is when I was trying to explain what I offered, I was very poetic about it. It wasn't just straight to the point. For example, I could say something like, I help modern day female entrepreneurs harness their unique heritage, pull from their roots, and develop an online platform that sings to the tune of their unique voice. That's too poetic. Nobody is going into Google searching that explanation or that need. However, if I say something like, I help millennial female entrepreneurs develop an online personal brand that makes them profit and stands out. So you are searching for ways to stand out online and actually show up as a personal brand, and you want to know how to make a profit with that, because if you are not making a profit, it's not a business. So being very clear on this landing page, having text that are really spaced out. I love having bullet form text, so it's bold and in your face. If you look on my website here, you notice that on this landing page So if you look on my website homepage here, you notice on my landing page I have bullet text explaining exactly what the website is, and I also have, if you scroll down, video showing what I represent and what I offer for that user. So I want to show them why it's worth them coming to my specific platform and what they're going to get from that. A lot of times, many bloggers and content creators make their site all about them and who they are. And while their story is what's gotten them to this point to offer value, the customer doesn't want to know that. Eventually, over time, as they become a customer, they see the value you offer, they will want to know more about you because a relationship has been established. But from the beginning, they just want to know, why should they stick around on your site? So having a clear landing page that shows that with different types of marketing makes it exciting and engaging and makes them want to stick around and potentially opt in to a form you have on that landing page. So what do I mean by opt-in? This is essentially how you drive in a potential customer into your world, so to speak. So they've come to your platform, they've looked around, but you have no information from them. How are you going to continue to build rapport and build a relationship with them and trust? In order to do that, you must have opt-ins that encourage them and entice them to opt into maybe your email list, to a free masterclass that you offer, giving them more exclusive value. They need to know, what am I going to gain from this specifically by opting in? So typically when they opt in, the exchange is you will receive their name, email address, and maybe even phone number, and they will then then receive the free value that they opted in for. So this is a great way to have that email, know their name, identify who they are, and continue to develop trust with that person, because nobody's gonna buy from you if they don't trust you. Why in the world would somebody hand over their credit card digitally and say, sure, here's $1,500 from my hard-earned banking account? No one's going to do that unless they actually trust you and understand what it's going to mean for them and how they're going to benefit. So having a clear page, an opt-in, a way that they can seamlessly opt in to receive the value, is how you're going to continue to develop that rapport and trust. So you've drawn them into the funnel. So now that they are a part of your email family, you have the opportunity to talk to them, to send them personalized emails. So going down the sales funnel, now you have a upsell offer. So they've opted in, they get an email with the value that they opted in for. Maybe it's a free masterclass, a ebook, a guide, or maybe it's all three. So they receive that, and then a couple of days later, they'll then receive an offer for a upsell product. So this is something that you offer that's chargeable, that they would pay for, that gives them even more exclusive value from yourself. So for example, if you look on my website here, you will see that I offer Lightroom presets. So this is a preset pack that I've created to make it easier for my customers to add the aesthetics that they want to their photos. No hassle and way less time that they have to spend editing their photos. So when a customer's opted into my emails and they've built a little bit of trust with me and learned about me, they will then receive an email from me that talks about these Lightroom presets. So it's very natural. I just say, hey, I appreciate you opting in. I hope you've received so much value. Here's a few tips for your editing of photos. I know as a female entrepreneur, having strong, bold content is really important. You want to have a personal identity to your content. So here's photo presets that I've made for you. I've done all the work for you. I hope this benefits you and saves you a ton of time in your editing process and really helps you get the ball rolling with your content creating. So if they go in and decide, hey, I like this idea, these presets are really going to save me a lot of time and give me the aesthetic that I've been trying to accomplish but haven't been able to. So they go in and they purchase the product. When they go into purchase, there is then an upsell offer. That upsell offer is more extended value. So think of it like the steak dinner to the original appetizer. The appetizer was the Lightroom photo preset pack, but the steak dinner is the course that I'm offering that actually walks them through landing paid partnerships and why it is very important to have a plan and a specific strategy in order to actually land paid partnerships. It's a lot more than just pretty photos. So this encourages them, that customer who's coming in and already is interested in content creating, wants to up their game with their content. They then think, wow, I could really use this added education that's more one-on-one and more in-depth. So the intention that you should have for your customer is to bring them as much value as possible. So when they are making this front-end appetizer, so to speak, purchase of the Lightroom presets, bring to their attention that it's going to require more effort than just simply a pretty photo, and provide them the solution for that problem, which would then be your upsell of the other course that they could get as well. So the front end offer was, of course, the Lightroom photo presets, and the upsell was the course that shows them how to exclusively, step by step, land paid partnerships with their dream brands. So let's review steps 1 through 3 one more time just so it's super clear. So you have a landing page, an enticing, clear, engaging landing page that brings in a potential customer. Once they opt in through an opt-in form on that landing page, so once they have opted in, they receive the free masterclass or guide or whatever you want to offer them for free, and that's moving them further down the sales funnel. And then a few days later, you have an offer of the Lightroom presets. And in that Lightroom presets offer, you make sure to let them know, hey, if you really want to up your game and start landing paid partnerships with your dream brands, not only should you use these easy, hassle-free presets, but you should also invest in this one-time payment course that will teach you how to land paid partnerships with brands. So you brought them further down the sales funnel. They may not buy the upsell, and that's completely fine. They may only buy the presets, or it might take them a few more tries, or it might take them a little time to really build that rapport with you. But with emails, you have the opportunity to continue developing that relationship and providing them with nourishment and genuine value. Definitely, as women, we require a lot more nourishment and just added rapport and relationships when it comes to, handing over our money. We're not as quick to pay somebody our hard-earned money for a product, because we want to make sure, do we really trust this person? Can they truly help me? And also, is their teaching style something that I'm interested in, that really matches up, that really meshes well with me personally? So even if they do not buy the upsell or even the first upfront offer, do not give up, because it sometimes just takes time and learning how to speak to your audience and build that rapport. So after these 1 through 3 steps, you then have the 4th step, which is a downsell or downsize offer. So in the same way that you encourage an upsell for an offer, you also can encourage a downsizing of an offer for certain customers. So let's say you offer consultations. So if you go to my website here, you will see I offer what I call cheeky consultations, which is my one-on-one time, high ticket item. That is an 8-week program where they receive my exclusive undivided attention, and the clients receive a lot of value from this time that they can spend exclusively with me. But there are certain customers who cannot pay that money up front to have the consultations. So a downsize offer that I provide is actually a payment method that allows them to pay month by month for the entire life of the consultation package. So this allows them to still receive the value, but at a different rate that meets them where they are at, and allows basically them to see flexibility in that, you know what, this is about them. I want to make sure they are receiving the value that they truly crave and need. So this is an example of a downsize. Yes, there are times with even this payment plan where somebody might go halfway through and then realize, I just don't have the money. Never look on a downsize offer as a failure. You are still bringing in rapport and bringing in a customer. It's just in a different way. So you need to recognize that not all your customers are going to respond the exact same. Each of them has a different story, a different circumstance, and a different level of money they can invest into your services and your products. So your ability to be considerate and offer more budget-friendly options with your products is going to build even more trust for your audience, and they are still investing their hard-earned money into your services. When there is skin in the game, when somebody has spent money on something, they are a little bit more likely to pay attention and work harder at it, especially when it's a higher ticket item. So a recommendation that I would personally have is to have a few products that you provide that are more higher ticket, that are exclusive, because the person that's going to spend $1,500 on your consultations, for example, is in it for the long haul. They're spending a lot of money for your time. So I'm not gonna say no one ever quits, because people have different, scenarios in life that they go through, but having a higher ticket item and meeting them where they're at is going to build that relationship and encourage them to continue to grow and actually see the results that they came for. So my step number 5 for the sales funnel, now that you've made these sales and you've built this rapport and you're moving down the funnel, is basically repetition and keeping it going. So when someone comes and purchases a product or service from you, you want to make sure they are content and happy and satisfied with that product. A lot of times if somebody is not satisfied, they're probably going to tell you. You oftentimes do not have to ask, but I do believe that it's important to be intentional and go above and beyond to make sure your customers and your clients are happy. And if they have a question or a need, be available to meet those needs. Even if you have a team in place to respond to support tickets, make sure the person that you have hired to handle these support tickets is right on the same page with your mission and your brand, because there's nothing worse than miscommunication and getting tons of different, responses. So keeping the connection going and making sure your customers are happy is going to continue on that sales funnel, and then bring in more people through good, positive word of mouth to your business online. I know this sounds maybe like a lot and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so many different things to remember. How do I even create this sales funnel? So nowadays we have so much opportunity to create these online platforms and sales funnels without having to know any coding, because all-in-one platforms like Kajabi, for example, make it so easy to just plug in your content and it is set up for you already in a template form, which is amazing. Another tool that's really popular is ClickFunnels. So if you're not familiar with ClickFunnels, this is basically a platform that is also a template that is structured, already made for you. So it's pre-made, beautiful landing pages that you can use to plug in your information, and it's set up so that you walk your customer or potential customer in basically a journey through your sales funnel. So that's truly what this is. It's a journey. You are taking a person with a specific pain point and showing them how you provide a solution to that pain point. And you do so with integrity and relationship building and just communication and empathy. I believe those are a lot of keys to developing successful sales and marketing yourself well as a business owner. So at the end of the day, Chica, sales equals marketing, good marketing, genuine marketing, and a strong, helpful product that the market needs. So when you have those two combined, it makes for a great sale. And I'm not gonna say the sales happen immediately, because as you just saw with this entire conversation about a sales funnel, it's a process. You're walking them through a journey and a story to get to know you better and to trust you more. So be patient, have fun with it. We are all just people trying to do the best we can and get the value that we need to be our very best. So hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Those thumbs up are super helpful for keeping this channel growing, and definitely subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you in the next video. Besos. Do you like my coffee cup? Okay, so what's your favorite animal? Okay, it's not always llamas, but I do like llamas a good bit. I think they're really funky. I actually ran after a llama once when I was in Costa Rica. Majestic palms can die very easily, so they require a little extra love and water.